Hello Year 9 and 10, this is Mrs. Knight, and today we're going to be looking at completing some summary questions on RO64, which is the examined unit of the Cambridge National Course. So what I've got for you today is about 30 questions that are short answer questions, and I'm going to talk you through them. And when I send this video link out, I will also send out the document, so you can either print it out and write your answers on as I'm talking and whilst you pause the video, or you can write it down on a little piece of paper. So this is just going to be some short answer questions just to finish off all the work we've been looking at on RO64. So if we start off first of all with question number 1, what is customer segmentation? So think about how we can split up customers who come to a business and want to buy things. How can we split them up? Pause the video and write down your answer. Okay, question number 2. Why do customer needs vary? So think about people who would say potentially shop at Primark compared to people who may go and buy some shoes from Balenciaga. Think about the difference in there. Obviously, price is one. Think about why people would shop online compared to people shopping in store. Think about people who live in different places, so people who live on the coast compared to people who live in the country. Write down 2 or 3 points now for why you think different customers have different needs and why these needs vary. Pause the video and then restart when you've got your answer. Number 3, now this is very similar to number 2, so you may have already answered number 3 in number 2. So examples, so these are just little bullet points. I'll start you off on one is price. Some customers are more price conscious than others, and they may shop at places which are more competitive on price. Other customers may have more disposable income and they may be able to shop in places where price is not so much of an issue. So see if you can think of at least another couple of other points as to how customer needs vary. Pause the video now and then restart it again. Okay, question number 4. What is market segmentation? So what I'm looking for here is for you to give me a definition of market segmentation. Don't give any examples because we're asking for that in the next question, but just tell me what it is and why businesses use it. You can now pause the video. Okay, question number 5. This is where you give me some examples of how a market can be segmented. And on our curriculum, we have learned 6 different ways with which to segment a market. Pause the video now and note down your 6 examples. Okay, question number 6. What are the benefits to a firm of market segmentation? So here you'll be writing a sentence or a couple of sentences explaining why a business would use market segmentation and how it can use splitting up the market for their particular advantage. Pause the video now and write down your answer. Question 7. What is the purpose of market research? So here you're just telling me what market research is and why a business would use it. What are they hoping to gain from conducting market research? Again, I'd like probably a sentence or a couple of sentences just explaining what you think the purpose of market research is. Pause the video and note down your answer. Okay, question number 8. What we're looking at here is for you to give me an explanation to show the difference between primary research and secondary research. You may want to give examples to just compare and contrast the different methods, but what I'm looking for is an explanation of what would be primary research and what would be secondary research and what is the difference between them. Pause the video now and note down your answer. Okay, question number 9. We're still looking at types of market research here, but we're being a little bit more specific. So what I'm after is for you to note down the difference between a focus group and a consumer trial. So the best thing to do is tell me what a focus group is and the purpose of it, and then tell me what a consumer trial is. Pause the video now and note your answer. Okay, question number 10. Excuse me. Give 2 examples of secondary market research. So these can just be bullet pointed down. It can be 2 of the ones that we've looked at recently. Any 2 examples of secondary market research. Pause the video and note down your answer. Question 11. Why is customer feedback important to a business? So here I'd be looking at a sentence or a couple of sentences explaining how businesses can use customer feedback and how it can be of benefit to them. Pause the video now and note down your answer. Question 12. So this links into the previous point, and what I'm after is for you to write down 4 methods of customer feedback. Pause the video now and note down your answer. Okay, question number 13. We're now moving on to look at some of the finance points, and this first question here, for question 13, is what is a fixed cost? So give me a definition, tell me what it is. You can give an example if you wish, because we are asking for examples in question 14. Sometimes when you get a definition question in an exam, they ask you for the definition. Some students like to give an example as well to support it. So question 13, what is a fixed cost? And then if you can give me 2 examples of fixed costs, that will also be question 14. Pause the video and answer those 2 questions. Okay, question 15. So again, you are now giving me another definition. This time it is of a variable cost. You may wish to give the examples in with the definition. So if so, you can complete question 15 and question 16 together. Tell me what a variable cost is and give me 2 examples. Pause the video now and then answer your question. Okay, question 17. So this one is where you are writing down a formula. It says, what is the formula for total costs? So we've looked at fixed costs previously in question 13 and 14. We've looked at variable costs in question 15 and 16, and you are now being asked to write the formula for total costs. Pause the video now and note down your answer. Okay, question number 18. You are being asked to write the formula for sales revenue. So if you're unsure of how to remember what the formula is, I'm going to give you a little bit of a clue. I'm buying 2 Magnums from Tesco Express, and the Magnums are £2 each. What is going to be the sales revenue? So I'm buying 2 Magnums. So 2 is quantity, and they are £2 each. Think about what my sales revenue is. Okay, pause the video, have a go at answering question number 18. Question 19. So what is break even? This is just a straightforward definition question, and where you are writing down what you think break even is. Pause the video, write down your answer. Question 20. The question is asking you to write down the formula to calculate break even. Now, you need to think back to all the things we've been looking at. So far we've been looking at sales revenue, we've been looking at variable costs, we've been looking at fixed costs. Think about how we would construct that formula and write the formula down. If you're unsure, go back through your notes and look in your knowledge organiser. Pause the video now and note down the answer. Question 21. How can break-even information be used by a business? So here we are looking at why a business would want to use break-even, and when it's collected that information on its break-even output, how it can use it, how it can use it to benefit the business. Pause the video now and note down your answer. Okay, still looking at finance, question number 2 is asking you to look again at a formula, but this time we're looking at the formula for profit. Pause the video now and write down your answer. Okay, question number 23. This one is more of a statement question, and what I'm asking for you is for you to tell me why you think profit is important for a business. So how a business can manage if it didn't have profit, so why is profit really, really important? Pause the video now and note down your answer. Okay, question number 24. So we're moving away from finance now. We're moving on to looking at marketing, and we're looking at the product life cycle. So what I'm wanting you to do is tell me what the product life cycle is and all of the different stages in the product life cycle. If you want, for this one, it may be easier for you to draw the life cycle with each of the different stages, or you may just want to bullet point it down what the different stages are. Pause the video now and have a question. Question number 25. What is an extension strategy and why are they used? So think back to the product life cycle, think back to why a business would want to introduce an extension strategy, and then if you wish, you can explain it. Question 26 is giving examples. So you may find that you wish to give examples in your answer for 25, as it may help support your answer. So you can do question 25 and 26 together, as long as you give 2 examples of extension strategies whilst you are explaining what they are. Pause the video now and answer the question. Okay, question 27. What is product differentiation? So here I want you to think back to the work we did on marketing and why a business would want to make their product different to another business's product, and think about what making products different actually involves. Pause the video now and have a go answering the question. Question number 28. Why is a strong brand important? So think about why, so Apple as a company has got a fantastically strong brand image. Why is that important? And how is Apple's brand image more important than a company such as Huawei? If you were going to buy a mobile phone, which one would you see more advertising for? Which one has got a stronger brand image? And therefore, why is having a strong brand image important? Pause the video and then answer the question. Okay, question number 29. Here, what I'm looking for is for you to give benefits to a firm of having a good unique selling point, or USP. So what would it mean to a firm if they had a good USP? Pause the video now and note down a couple of benefits. Okay, question 30, the final question that we're looking at today. What is the design mix model? Now, this question, or the design mix model, comes up on every examination paper. And to give you a clue, it has 3 separate factors in it that are in the design mix model. So what I want you to do is I want you to explain to me what it is, and I want you to tell me what these separate three aspects are. What we will be doing the next lesson is we'll be continuing with these questions, because I do have another 30 which will get us to the end of the entire curriculum. So well done for completing all of these today, and I look forward to receiving your answers, and we will continue with this in the following lesson. Thank you very much. Bye now.